You were the chosen one! It was said you would destroy generic zombie MMOs, not join them! Bring balance to early access, not leave it in darkness!
But loot crates make all our money now.
H1Z1 is a game that we announced last week here at Sony Online Entertainment. It is a hardcore survival game.
Investment firm Columbus Nova has acquired Sony Online Entertainment. The studio has been rebranded as Daybreak Game Company, LLC.
Our goal is to make a map that's roughly the United States, although maybe not the whole U.S.
The map won't actually be, it actually won't be any bigger. It will just be better.
Daybreak Game Company CEO John Smedley has stepped down from his position as Chief Executive Officer.
Sony Online Entertainment found themselves in some hot water on Reddit regarding the game's so-called pay-to-win nature.
It's all just a fading memory now.
Guys, when I think of H1Z1, I think of Fall from Grace, the quote, fall from grace, because if you look back to January 2015 and all the months prior to that, leading up to the release of H1Z1, the community was in awe. We finally had a zombie game that we could dig our teeth into that was backed by a AAA studio, Sony Online Entertainment. These guys worked on PlanetSide, EverQuest. Like, these are the people to bring those large mass scale environments to the zombie genre. And plus we had the team that worked on PlanetSide, so now we have the shooting mechanics. It's a perfect storm, right? Since then, we have seen the survival mode of H1Z1 almost be ignored completely in favor of BR. And the reason for that, I want to attribute to the acquisition by Columbus Nova. Now, if you guys didn't see the clips in the beginning, Columbus Nova is an investment company that purchased Sony Online Entertainment. Sony sold off that portion of their company, and they became Daybreak Games. And since that point, we have seen nothing but cosmetics, weapons, skins, character skins, gear skins. We've seen nothing but that get flooded and pushed in our face. And we've seen the survival aspect of the game almost be ignored. We've seen bug fixes, yes. We've seen a portion of the map get added, specifically the hospital. We've seen tweaks to the loot tables and how weapons spawn around the world. We've seen changes to base building, but not a lot of content has been added to this game. And it's really unfortunate. We were promised a lot of things back in, 2014 leading up to the launch. They talked about a lot of things, and granted, some of the stuff sounded ambitious. I will say that. That clip at the beginning that's showing John Smedley talk about how the map was going to be like the size of the US, that's some cool shit to talk about, but we know that that's never going to happen. However, they did tell us, and they confirmed to us, that the map was going to get significantly bigger. And then, as you guys saw the clip I linked in there, the map artist basically shutting down that totally, saying it's not going to get bigger, it's just going to be the same size but more populated and better, is how he put it. And that was back in the second half of 2015, and we still haven't seen any of that. So, I love the game, and I'll say this right now. You guys might think that I'm just hating to hate. I love H1Z1. H1Z1 was one of my games of 2015. I stream it all the time. I love playing it. The fact is I started out as a survival player, and now I'm playing Battle Royales exclusively because it is the mode to play. So to make a long story short, I hope you guys like the presentation of this video. I will say the progress that we've seen has been kind of abysmal. Like I said, we've seen optimization, we've seen bug fixes, but not a lot of content has been added in the last year. So the people that come through to my streams and they ask, hey, when's this coming to PS4? I think you guys still have a long way to go. So don't get your hopes up. If you guys are in the market for a zombie MMO, a survival MMO, stay away from this. Okay, it is not the survival experience that I'm sure you're looking for. There's games out there that do a lot better job. Rust, Hurt World, Ark. Those 3 games would be better suited for your time and your money. If you're looking for a competitive shooter, I would say try out a battle royale and see the rush that you get. Spawning in with absolutely nothing and working your way to get to the number 1 spot in a room with 100 and some people, that's crazy. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and it's a fucking rush. I'm a SOCOM player, and this is the closest experience to that SOCOM feeling, that rush when you're winning and you're doing great. And it's a third-person shooter. It's awesome. So if you're in the market and you're looking for a shooter, pick this up. I think you'll really enjoy it. But if you're looking for a zombie MMO, like they marketed it as, like they told us it was going to be, like they still tell us it's going to be, this isn't your cup of tea. If you're playing H1Z1, let me know in the comments below. Use the keyword H1Z1 365. That lets me know you guys made it to the end of the video and are commenting on what we've been saying here. Thank you guys for watching H1Z1 365. Not a lot has changed. Optimization in the game runs a lot smoother. Weapons have been added. Vehicles have been added. Skins and character and weapon skins have been added. But honestly, guys, it's still kind of the same experience as we had last year. And that's my evaluation. If you guys feel something different, like I said, leave it in the comments below. You guys can follow me on Twitter @BigFryTV. And I'll see you on the next one.